Thanks so much for stopping by. Tokyo Disney Resort has officially released a massive amount of details about its upcoming spring expansion in Disneyland. Its grand opening will be taking place on April 15th, 2020. This expansion includes a new themed area in Fantasyland, new attractions and shops in Tomorrowland, and a new character greeting in Toontown. I'll be sharing the Japanese information that has been posted on the Tokyo Disney Resort website. Some of this information is subject to change in the coming weeks, and some of the names might not be entirely accurate because it is a transliteration of the Japanese names. I believe the official English names have yet to be announced. This video will be very much like a podcast, but you'll be seeing concept art that has been posted from Tokyo Disney Resort. So grab a cuppa or your crafting materials or whatever it is you'll need as we walk through the new lands together. I'll be going through the details for the expansions in all three areas. I'll start with Fantasyland, then go into Tomorrowland, and finally end off with Toontown. Probably the biggest change to come is the addition of a new themed area in Fantasyland entirely dedicated to Beauty and the Beast. The main parts to this area will be Belle's Village and the Beast's Castle. The entrance of Belle's Village would start off with Belle's humble home called Maurice's Cottage. The Fast Pass area will be placed in the middle of the village. Further into the village will be a fountain and tavern dedicated to Gaston, which is titled La Taverne de Gaston, which means the Tavern of Gaston or Gaston's Tavern. There will naturally be new shops in the surrounding area, and the streetscape is designed to include the bookshop that Belle visits and other shops depicted in the movie. I mentioned earlier that there will be a Fast Pass area in the village. Yes, there is a new ride. When you leave the village, you will go through the woods that leads to the Beast's Castle. The castle is where you will find the new ride attraction called The Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast. The castle will be standing tall at about a height of 30 meters or just shy of 100 feet. Once you enter the castle, you will encounter the scene of the curse that transforms the prince into a beast, and this is where the magic begins. Guests will hop onto a magic teacup which will transport them into the world of Beauty and the Beast. You'll be able to experience the grand banquet as hosted by Lumiere, that snowy scene where romance first blossoms in the snow between Belle and Beast, and the realization of love as the last rose petal falls, and so much more. The ride is about 8 minutes long. Fast Pass is available for this ride, as mentioned, and there is also a single rider's line. For guests staying at Disney hotels, this attraction will have the Happy 15 entry perk. The shops in Belle's Town will be stylized after the shops depicted in the movie. There are at least 3 shops scheduled to open: Belle's Library, Little Town Trader, and Bonjour Gift. Belle's Library is fashioned after the bookshop that Belle visits. You'll be able to see a scene of Belle getting on a ladder to browse through the books. The concept of Little Town Trader is a shop that sells goods made by the townspeople. In this case, it'll be selling merchandise such as handmade toys, candles, kitchen utensils, decorations, and so on. The concept of Bonjour Gift is a specialized hat shop, or rather a shop that carries products made by master craftsmen. The shop will carry apparel and headwear, among other things. It's said that there will be about 100 unique merchandise items. The merchandise will capture scenes like the castle, and of course that ever-famous ballroom dance. Other merchandise will carry simple motifs or key elements from the movie, such as this light-up musical Rose toy and this Rose headband. The new merchandise will see an early release prior to the new land's opening. It is scheduled to be on shelves from April 8th, which is a week early from the opening date. The early release of merchandise will see stock at the Grand Emporium in Disneyland, and then it will be available in the village shops of the Beauty and the Beast area from April 15th. Gaston's Tavern is a restaurant that has a capacity of seating 200 guests as well as having counter service. There will be decorations that nod to the greatest hunter in the village, meaning antlers, the skins of animals, and of course a giant portrait of the man himself above the fireplace. So what's on the menu? Food and beverage will include things like a berry-flavored soft drink, sausages with bones, croissants, French toast grilled cheese sandwiches, beef stew pie, and more. There will also be a smaller food kiosk right next to Gaston's Tavern, and this is dedicated to Gaston's sidekick Le Fou. This snack shop will be selling churros, and the first flavor of the season is set to be apple caramel. Finally, in Belle's Village, there will be a small popcorn wagon under the name of Le Petit Papa, or the Small Popper. In the far end of Fantasyland will be a new entertainment facility called Fantasyland Forest Theater. This is basically Tokyo Disneyland's first fully indoor theater. It's said to have a seating capacity of 1,500 guests. The interior and exterior designs capture the image of the forest. Among them, you'll see majestic trees and tapestry that features animals that have appeared in various Disney movies. The new show that will be held at the Forest Theater is called Mickey's Magical World. The show runs about 25 minutes long and is scheduled between 5 and 9 viewings in a day. It will have music, dancing, and live performances to show beloved scenes from various Disney works. It is said to be a show that is exclusively unique to Tokyo Disneyland. The premise is that one day Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy are walking through the woods and they come across a magical music box. When they turn the box's golden key, several doors open and music from various Disney and Pixar movies comes streaming out. But when the gang steps inside those doors, they can't hear any music, and so they set off on a journey to search for the lost music. The show is set to include scenes from Beauty and the Beast, The Jungle Book, The Lion King, The Little Mermaid, Peter Pan, and so much more. With the debut of the new show will bring the release of 15 unique merchandise items. Among them includes the plushies of the Disney friends wearing their show costumes. And now let's head into Tomorrowland. A new ride will open in Tomorrowland called Baymax's Happy Ride, which is based on the world in the movie Baymax. The ride's concept is that Hiro Hamada learned from Baymax that the secret to making people healthy is to make people happy. So Hiro invented an exciting musical ride that is sure to put you in high spirits. The neat part is, during the ride, there will be a scanner from the ceiling which will measure your happiness level. There will supposedly be lots of surprises in the works to ensure that happiness will go up. The ride time is about 1 minute and 30 seconds. There will be a fast pass available, and guests must be over 81 centimeters or 2 feet and 7 inches tall to ride. Next to Baymax's Happy Ride will be the very first shop entirely dedicated to popcorn at Tokyo Disney Resort. Since the shop is located in Tomorrowland, there will be themes connected to space, especially elements related to the Big Bang, which is where the name of the shop, Big Pop, stems from. There will be an open kitchen that can be seen from both inside and outside of the shop, where guests can see the making and experience the smell of the popcorn. At Big Pop, you have the choice of selecting a popcorn bucket along with 3 different flavors of popcorn. The first flavors set to be available at the time of shop opening are cookies and cream, caramel and cheese, and strawberry milk. For the first time in Tokyo Disneyland, Minnie will have her own dedicated greeting spot. It'll be located in Toontown and it will open under the name of Minnie Style Studio. There, guests will see the stylish side of Minnie Mouse and can meet Minnie in her photo studio. Minnie will be wearing one of 4 costume designs to match with the season. With the meet and greet opening in spring, we have a preview of Minnie's spring outfit. Here she is, wearing a light pink dress with many flower motifs decorating the skirt, the shawl, and the hat. You can also purchase a pair of the same style of Minnie ears at the shops to match with Minnie Mouse. To commemorate the grand opening of 4 new facilities, a total of 130 unique merchandise items will be released. There will be 2 main designs. The first design will feature Mickey Mouse celebrating the new facilities, and the second design will feature stylish logos that represent all of the new facilities. This design will appear on apparel and accessories like t-shirts, caps, pass holders, and so on. And with that, you have all the information that has been released about the new themed area in Fantasyland, the new attractions and shops in Tomorrowland, and the new character greeting in Toontown. Feel free to comment about which one you're most excited about. Because Beauty and the Beast is my favorite movie, that is definitely something I am looking forward to the most. And I absolutely cannot wait for the merchandise that will come out. 2020 looks like to be an exciting year for Tokyo Disneyland. If you found this information insightful, I hope you'll consider subscribing because I'll be sharing with you any future updates about the new areas in this channel. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I'll see you in the next video.